This evening, first, Berlin dreams in Berbice, how the government's ambitious housing project is transforming Region 6 into a vibrant mini city. Plus, justice served or denied. A murder charge dismissed, freeing a man after 16 months in prison. We have the latest on the Hibiscus Street controversy. Also, a new chapter for rural communities, how black water tanks are changing lives along the Sioux-Cyclinian Highway. And from farm to table, Ghana's cutting-edge food safety lab opens its doors to ensure healthier meals and a stronger agriculture sector. Finally, tech turbulence hits global markets. Why a new Chinese AI app is shaking up the industry and rattling investors worldwide. Stay tuned. These stories and more are coming up next on Headline News Update. Welcome to this broadcast of Channel 2's Headline News Update for January 28th, 2025. I am Bibi Bacchus. Thank you for joining us. First up, the government is on track to complete the first 100 three-bedroom bungalow houses at Palmy, Region 6 by the end of March 2025. Construction began in October of 2024, with 9 contractors working on the project. During a recent site visit, Minister of Housing and Water Colin Crowell expressed satisfaction with the progress. Prospective homeowners can begin pre-qualification in the coming weeks, with each unit valued at approximately $14 million.
In terms of these houses and with the land, it will be just under $14 million. We will then move now to a phase of being able to pre-qualify persons for home ownership, and anyone who is part of the housing process can apply, and you can go into our Region 6 office in New Amsterdam.
The government has invested over $7 billion in the first phase of Palmyra's development, which includes roads, drainage system, and utilities. The project will eventually feature 700 homes, catering to young professionals and moderate and low-income families. The initiative is part of a larger plan to transform Palmyra into a mini city with hotels, malls, a hospital, a stadium, and a regional airstrip. Additional housing projects are underway, including 100 homes at Hampshire, some of which have already been handed over, and 200 homes at Fort Ordnance. The government has built over 2,000 homes and plans to construct another 1,000 in 2025, supported by a $112.6 billion housing budget. A 1-year-plus wait for justice has come to an end for a man who is now free after a murder charge against him was dismissed. For more, we go to our reporter Dale Jarvis with the details.
After spending 16 months in prison, 35-year-old Anthony LaRose has been released following the dismissal of a murder charge against him. The decision was made by Magistrate Clive Nurse at the Georgetown Magistrates Court, who ruled there was insufficient evidence for LaRose to stand trial in the High Court. The charge originated from an incident on August 10, 2023, during an eviction dispute at a family property on Hibiscus Street, West Rumville, Georgetown. According to police, LaRose and others attempted to evict a young couple, sparking a confrontation that escalated into a neighborhood brawl. During the altercations, shots were fired by an unidentified individual, fatally striking 43-year-old Dexter Horsham in the back. A relative of Horsham was also injured in the attack. LaRose was subsequently arrested and charged with Horsham's murder, but a preliminary inquiry revealed insufficient evidence to substantiate the allegation. In a related development, Kwesi Craig was charged in August 2024 and remains remanded for Horsham's murder. The case underscores the importance of thorough investigations in ensuring justice for all parties involved. Reporting for Headline News Update, Dale Jarvis.
The government continues to enhance the lives of residents along the Sioux-Cyclinian Highway, with 94 families from Adventure receiving black water tanks on Saturday to improve access to clean water. The distribution exercise, led by the minister within the Office of the Prime Minister responsible for Public Affairs, Kwame McCoy, provided 450-gallon tanks to help households store water for daily use. Minister McCoy reaffirmed the government's commitment to the community, emphasizing plans for transformative development along the highway, including new housing schemes, factories, and recreational facilities.
In the next 3 years, you will see great advancements, and you've already been able to see the signs.
Community leader Alfonso Cornelius said the community previously relied on water from a creek and was heavily affected during the dry season.
This community is only being served by a creek, which is about 5 miles away from here. And both sides use the same creek. And whenever there is a dry season, it's very, very difficult for people getting water because everybody have to cross.
The residents of Adventure expressed immense gratitude for the initiative.
I'm glad that I have a tank because when the rain fall, I could get a lot of water, so it will be convenient to me, so I could do a lot of things and able to take care of my plants a little more.
Thankful because soon next month I'm getting a baby and firstborn baby, so and I won't fetch water from the creek for now, So we I set it up now, catch water from heaven right now, Blessed water, and this is blessed tank too.
Now I go and plant some nice 6 weeks crop, make money. You want the idle money. They give you think that you could work and get more than the idle money.
As the distribution continues, more residents are expected to benefit to improve their rural livelihoods. Stick around when we return. Ghana Food Safety Authority opens state-of-the-art laboratory to boost food safety, and the government to train over 3,000 medical professionals in 2025.
It's Digicell's 18th anniversary and we're going big with our blowout sale. Get up to 40% off Samsung smartphones. Yes, you heard that right. 40% off Samsung smartphones. Grab the Samsung A05 for just $17,000. The A15 for only $27,000. And the A25 at a jaw-dropping $35,000. But wait, there's more. With every purchase, enjoy a 30-day free data plan to stay connected. Hurry to a Digicel store near you. Offer good while stocks last. Digicel, the network for everyone, everywhere.
Sneakily with a gift of sight from Modern Optical Services. Let our professional team examine and prescribe what's best for your eyes. Our smiles make fashionable faces. See us for a full line of optical services, including brand name and prescription eyewear. Modern Optical Services, 316 Mill Street, Georgetown. Telephone 226-1082.
Good girl forget things.
What's the problem, Granny? I want money for borrow for those surgery. I was dancing and I fall and fracture my hip.
If you need some quick money, you should check Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop, Lot 238 South Road Border, Georgetown. Get jewelry made to order in just 72 hours. We also accept vehicles. Lender's, best rates, longest payback period.
Boys, I get through. Plus, I could dance again. Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
Furnishing your home or office has never been easier. Here at Kissoon's, our inventory of locally made and imported furniture, offered at amazing prices, will leave you wanting more. From vinyl, floor rugs and carpets, bedroom, dining and living room sets, mattresses, pillows, office desk, chairs and filing cabinets, outdoor benches and tables. We have a piece of furniture for every room imaginable in your home or office. Check out our flagship store at Industrial Site Rijnveld or one of our branches in New Amsterdam, Port Morant, Riverton and Camp Street. Kissoon's Furniture, furnishing homes for over 50 years.
Welcome back. A modern laboratory and office for the Ghana Food Safety Authority were inaugurated on Saturday at Lebon Intention, East Coast Demerara, marking a significant advancement in food safety and diagnostic capabilities. The $520 million facility, funded by the Inter-American Development Bank through the Sustainable Agricultural Development Program, is equipped with cutting-edge technology to test various commodities and conduct traceability studies. This will enable the Ghana Food Safety Authority to ensure consumer health and maintain high food safety standards across the supply chain. Minister of Agriculture Zulfikar Mustafa highlighted the laboratory's role in supporting the government's effort to safeguard public health, enhance food quality, and modernize the agricultural sector, which saw 11% growth in 2024. He emphasized the importance of producing safe, high-quality food to meet local and international market demands.
So as the agri-food production increases, we must be cognizant that what is produced should be safe for consumption. Foodborne diseases impede socio-economic development, and as such, food safety is a shared responsibility requiring a coordinated approach by agencies responsible for ensuring the production, distribution, and sale of safe food products from farm to the table.
The Inter-American Development Bank country representative, Lorena Salazar, praised the initiative, noting its significance in improving traceability and quality in the global food safety landscape.
Today, it's not just about growing the products, but also the markets, international markets are requiring, and also the local markets. So the consumers are requiring traceability, quality of what we are eating or drinking. So make sure that the higher standards follow the international and local trade standards.
The facility will serve as a hub for testing, training, and ensuring that food producers adhere to the highest safety standards, further solidifying Ghana's position as a leader in agricultural development and food security. In other news, the government aims to train more than 3,000 individuals in medical programs this year to enhance healthcare delivery across Guyana. A budget of $852 million has been allocated for expanding training opportunities and constructing dormitories at the New Amsterdam and Saudi annexes. Minister of Health Dr. Frank Anthony revealed during the Budget in Focus program that over 2,000 medical professionals have been trained in recent years, with over 3,000 currently enrolled in various programs. The government also plans staffing strategies for the new regional hospitals under construction, combining local and international expertise. The training system has been revolutionized with platforms like Coursera, enabling approximately 2,000 nurses to access theoretical education, complemented by hands-on practice at 10 simultaneous centers nationwide. Partnerships with McMaster University in Canada and Northwell Health in the US have further strengthened training efforts, and discussions with the European Union aim to explore fellowship opportunities. These initiatives reflect a commitment to building a robust healthcare workforce for better patient care outcomes. Don't go away after the break. Migrants stranded in Mexico as appointments to enter U.S. cancel, and Belize strengthens efforts to boost sugar exports to CARICOM market.
Digicel is celebrating 18 amazing years, and we're giving you the ultimate shopping spree. That's right, top up with $1,000 or more, and you could be one of 4 lucky winners, each walking away with up to $1 million in groceries. Imagine filling your carts with everything you need and more, absolutely free. Top up now and get ready to dash for carts full of groceries. Digicel, the network for everyone, everywhere.
Furnishing your home or office has never been easier. Here at Kissoon's, our inventory of locally made and imported furniture, offered at amazing prices, will leave you wanting more. From vinyl, floor rugs and carpets, bedroom, dining and living room sets, mattresses, pillows, office desk, chairs and filing cabinets, outdoor benches and tables. We have a piece of furniture for every room imaginable in your home or office. Check out our flagship store at Industrial Site Rijnveld or one of our branches in New Amsterdam, Port Morant, Riverton and Camp Street. Kissoon's Furniture, furnishing homes for over 50 years.
Sneakily with a gift of sight from Modern Optical Services. Let our professional team examine and prescribe what's best for your eyes. Common Smiles make fashionable faces. See us for a full line of optical services, including brand name and prescription eyewear. Optical Services. 316 Mill Street, Georgetown. Telephone 226-1082.
Good girl forget things.
What's the problem, Granny?
I want money for borrow for those surgery. I was dancing and I fall and fracture my hip.
If you need some quick money, you should check Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop, Lot 238 South Road Border, Georgetown. Get jewelry made to order in just 72 hours. We also accept vehicles. Lenders, best rates, longest payback period.
Boys, I get through. Plus, I could dance again. Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
Welcome back. Now we take a look at what's happening in the region and the world. In the Caribbean, a French civil security helicopter located the wreckage of a missing Cessna 172 aircraft near La Plaine, Dominica, 3 kilometers west of its last known location. The plane, missing since Sunday, crashed in a steep, inaccessible area, and no signs of life were found. Adverse weather conditions may have contributed to the crash. Rescue operations continues as Dominican and French teams coordinate efforts. The plane carried 4 Martinicans, including 2 pilots. Meanwhile, in Central America, the Belize government is intensifying efforts to boost sugar exports within the Caribbean community. Belize Minister of State for Foreign Trade, Dr. Osmond Martinez, held a key meeting with stakeholders, including the Belize sugar industry, to address trade challenges and opportunities. Discussions focused on optimizing the common external tariff suspension regime and strengthening compliance with CARICOM trade rules. Belize aims to expand exports and solidify its position in the regional sugar market. Also, tens of thousands of would-be migrants to the U.S. are now stranded in Mexico. Their asylum request appointments were canceled when President Donald Trump took office. Al Jazeera's Julia Galliano reports.
It's been 1 week since these families lost their only legal path into the United States after their asylum requests were canceled as Donald Trump took office. Now, for many, their status in Mexico is also in jeopardy. In Tijuana's largest migrant shelter, the initial shock of the news has given way to confusion and uncertainty, especially for Central and South American asylum seekers. In the absence of official information, it falls on religious leaders to provide hope, comfort, and political context.
These are difficult times for this community. The doors have closed right now, but if we fight a fair battle in the courts, you will see, as we saw 8 years ago, God will open the doors.
Pastor Gustavo Banda's message to his congregation is clear. Don't despair. We've seen this before, and this too shall pass. But waiting here is not without its risks. Guatemalan Yuri is living proof, and she remains too scared to show her face. She and her siblings were kidnapped as they arrived in Tijuana for their CBP-1 appointment last week. They were freed only after a relative in the U.S. paid $9,000 to the kidnappers.
We feel like small birds in a cage. We can't leave this place for fear it will happen again. But also, we can't stay here for much longer because we need to work to help our children back home.
The cancellation of asylum appointments has left tens of thousands in legal limbo here, with some difficult choices ahead. On one hand, if they remain in Mexico without legal status, they won't have access to jobs or other services and could eventually face deportation. But if they claim asylum here, that will likely disqualify them from doing so in the U.S. later on if things change. Many here simply don't have a choice to go back home, facing very real death threats if they return to the places they fled. But others have had enough.
We wanted to do things right according to the law and reunite with our families, but overnight, our dreams became a nightmare.
For now, Jimmy is giving up on seeing his 3 teenage daughters, at least not anytime soon. Instead, he's heading back south, sending what the U.S. government hopes is a message for all would-be migrants against even trying to reach their border. Julia Galliano, Al Jazeera, Tijuana, Mexico.
Finally, Asian tech stocks have fallen for a second day, following a sharp drop in U.S. tech stock on Monday. This sell-off follows the sudden emergence of a Chinese artificial intelligence app, DeepSeek, is being seen as a serious challenge to competitors like ChatGPT. Al Jazeera's Catherine Yu reports.
The Chinese app DeepSeek has unseated ChatGPT to become the most downloaded AI-driven chatbot in Apple's US App Store. Those behind the app say it uses less data and cheaper chips compared to US rivals. It's raised questions about American dominance in AI, as well as the effectiveness of export controls imposed by the Biden administration. Some say the restrictions accelerated China's progress.
Thanks to the sanction of the chips, lots of Chinese AI startups focused on developing AI applications in a more efficient way, using much fewer GPU chips than the US counterparts.
DeepSeek was created by a small startup based in the eastern Chinese city of Hangzhou in 2023. Dozens of Chinese AI models have emerged since, but DeepSeek is the first to compete with those created in the US. US President Donald Trump says he hopes the Chinese app will spur American companies to do more with less money.
The release of DeepSeek AI from a Chinese company should be a wake-up call for our industries that we need to be laser focused on.
DeepSeek's popularity has upended the view that the US has an unsurpassable lead when it comes to advanced technologies. Both the Chinese and US governments have announced plans to invest billions into AI infrastructure. Some analysts say the race to dominate the sector has now become a war. Researchers, however, say the US and China need to collaborate on the direction the industry is taking.
It's necessary for two big powers of AI to work together, right? It's the safety, the governance, some of the policies go beyond just the national boundary.
The technology gap between the two countries may be narrowing, but DeepSeek founder Liang Wenfeng says the US embargo on high-end chips remains a challenge. China's strict censorship laws are another. For DeepSeek users, discussion about China's leaders or sensitive issues including Hong Kong or Taiwan are currently off limits. Katrina Yu, Al Jazeera, Beijing.
This brings us to the end of our regional and global news coverage. Up next is the 3D weather forecast. And that's it for the Week 2 Headline News for this Tuesday evening. As we take our leave, we invite you to follow us on Facebook and YouTube. You can tune in tomorrow at 6:30 a.m. for a rebroadcast and at 7 p.m. for more news. Until then, please take care of yourself and each other.